Today's show is sponsored by Gamefly.com. 30-day free trial. Go to Gameflyoffer.com/HWT. Hey everybody, welcome to Hey We're Talking. Bob said something very inappropriate before we started the show. It made me laugh.
That was funny.
It was. I've got an itchy nose too, so
I've noticed
when you're scratching your arm, I'm like, oh, my nose.
I know. I got like some kind of dryness or something going on. I don't know. My arm itches.
When you the beard's really fully in. I'm gonna let it keep going though. So I'm at that stage where it's starting to get like waves in it and stuff. When it gets longer, it starts to get a little wavy at parts and stuff. So my mustache, I don't have an awesome mustache. It's
definitely a different color than your beard. And what's this right here?
You said you weren't going to say that stuff.
No, what is this?
It's like another black. It's like I have like a lot of white and gray.
It's like you put a piece of bacon right there.
Yeah, I did. And yeah. So anyway, my mustache, when it's growing out, some of them will start to flip up and go towards my nose every once in a while, and that's why. So I feel like there's one there, and that's why I keep going like that, because I don't want the hair touching my nose because it tickles.
Okay. Yeah, I can't stand when the hair touches my lip. Just a weird feeling.
Right.
By the way, you guys are listening to Hey We're Talking. I am Bobby P, and that is Scotty D. See, I tried it.
You are going to be Bobby P. There you go.
No, it doesn't sound right.
Where's Bobby? He had to pee. Bobby P.
No, that just doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound good.
I just figured I'd reintroduce the show since you barely.
What if we just yell out your last name? Peel! Like that. Like Gomer Pyle. Did you ever watch Gomer Pyle when you were growing up?
Yeah, and that's what they used to call me in high school.
Peel!
They would just yell it down the hallway.
Yeah. Peel, get over here!
Oh, yeah, I've had plenty of that.
What is this in your locker?
So here's what's funny. I got a phone call from the dean of the school.
Now?
And I'm like, oh, this happened today.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, great. What is this about? So I just went back and listened to the voicemail because I was on another line and I couldn't answer it.
Sure.
And apparently my daughter decided to park in the teacher's parking instead of the student parking.
I just snorted.
And they gave her either a Saturday detention or a double detention.
Ooh.
Which a double detention is like you stay for like an extra hour.
Here's the thing. This is what'll make the story for me. What did she say when you were like, dude, you parked in the teacher's spot? What did she say?
She just said that she couldn't find parking in the student lot and didn't want to be late to class.
Well, I mean, what are you going to say except for, I don't know. What do you do in that situation? What did you do? Was she in trouble? Did you say just go to Saturday detention, or what did you do?
Well, I didn't. I said, you know what? You knew there was a consequence by parking there. I said, so you either do the double or the Saturday. And she's like, well, I can't do the Saturday. I'm like, why not? She said, well, because I got to work. Okay, well, do the double detention then. My kids do get frustrated because I am one for, as much as I hated the rules in high school and all that stuff, but typically the rules that my kids have broken and been in very minor, no major issues with my kids, thank God. But it's all been silly stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's all been parking in the wrong spot, or they get dress coded. You know, if
they have dress code in public school.
Oh yeah. So if they show too much skin on their shoulders, you know.
First of all, let's be real. If you got a daughter and she's showing skin, aren't you gonna already be like, get something on your body?
Hey, I was like, hey, I'll come drop you off another shirt. I don't care. I mean, that's fine with me. You shouldn't have been wearing it.
Yeah.
If that's the rule, that's the rule. That's all.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I would die if I had a daughter. I would die.
It's not easy, especially when you're my daughter. You know, every father's going to say this, but you know, my daughter is beautiful.
Yeah,
And
she is. You don't have to pretend. Your daughter is
and
beautiful.
she's an amazing singer, and she's just a boatload of fun. And of course, boys want to
Yes.
date her.
Well, I have bad news for you. Guys want all women practically. I don't think it's like some. I mean, your daughter
No,
is
I know.
beautiful, but when you're in high school, you're
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, oh, woman.
Right. A female. Well, you walk. I walk by you.
She pretty, smell nice, must
Right.
have.
Pretty much. So
Yeah.
it's like it's not easy, and then you got to figure out which guys are just going to be friends and which ones want to be boyfriends,
friend
and
zone, dude.
it's it's not an easy process.
Oh, man, I got put in the friend zone so many times before I met Cheryl, dude. Because I'm funny, you know. So all the girls, he's so funny. And then I'd be like, hey, how about a little smooch? And they'd go, we're just friends. And
Oh.
I'd be heartbroken. Because
I don't know.
I was doing all the funny stuff to get the smooches.
Yeah, I don't know that feeling.
I only knew it until I was 16 years old, so I didn't know it that long either, Mr.
Well,
Don Juan.
I know I knew it until I probably hit 15, and then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
hey ladies.
No, I
You
was
know.
trying to get girls from the time I was like 13, at least 12 or 13.
Well, I was too, but they didn't want anything to do with me. I got friend zoned at that time.
I did.
And then by when I hit 15 and 16, it was like,
I had a couple of girlfriends before Cheryl, believe it or not. It's crazy. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I did. Maybe they took pity on me. I don't know. I still don't know how I got Cheryl, for crying out loud.
Cheryl is way about out of your league.
Oh, totally. Man, I'm like, yeah. Do you know sometimes I literally just wake up and I'll be like, I can't believe I'm married to this lady.
So my wife says that all the time.
And I don't treat her that well either. I'm kidding. You know
Well,
how
maybe,
many people...
Maybe you should start.
You know how many people who probably know us were like, I knew he didn't treat her right. They were
jerk.
I knew it. I knew he was a jerk. So, anyway, you know, I was going to say, though, that just so I can pretend that I have any kind of understanding of what it's like to have a daughter, I do have a female dog.
Yeah.
And she was violated by my male dog, and I immediately became protective of her once I knew that she might be pregnant.
Well, I think you and Derek covered that
We did.
pretty well.
Oh
we're
my
not
gosh.
gonna jump back into that.
I really thought it was traumatic. It really was.
Well, dogs do things, and that's
They
how they
do.
breed, you know? So
They do.
it's nature.
People
at
do
its
things
best.
too. That's
Right,
how they
it's
breed.
nature.
Yeah. Nature.
Dog nature, human nature.
Isn't there like a song by Michael Jackson like da 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 human nature? Why do we do it that way? I'm just watching your face and you're like, I don't know what you're singing.
I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard that song?
No,
Man, dude.
that's a weird one.
It's a Michael Jackson song for real.
I remember a lot of Michael Jackson songs, but I don't remember that.
Do you remember the time? You know that one?
We Fell in Love.
Yeah.
Is that the next one?
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. Yeah. I don't remember.
Smooth Criminal. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Did
See,
you like
I'm
the
way-
remake by Alien Ant Farm?
Not really.
I love that.
I'm better with music than I am with movies. So that's my thing. You guys are really good at the movies and picking them up and, you know, remembering all the one-liners and all that stuff. I can't do that. But when it comes to music, I may not know the artist all the time, or usually I'll know the artist but not the name of the song.
Yeah, the song
But
names
I'll
are
know-
harder.
But I'll know all the words and just, I mean, that's kind of, music's more of my thing.
That's in your wheelhouse.
I don't even have a wheel. I do have a house though.
All right,
How did
listen. Let's take
how
a
did
break.
how did that saying come about? Wheelhouse?
It has something to do with like I almost feel like it has something to do with batting in baseball. It's right in his wheelhouse.
Batter's box.
We're gonna hold on. we're gonna come back and we're gonna find out what that means.
No, this show goes on forever into. No, okay, that's fine.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna find out what that means in your wheelhouse. Hey everybody, it's Scott from Hey We're Talking. You've heard us talk about GameFly.com before. The basics are this. They've got over 8,000 titles for every gaming platform you can think of, and they're giving you a 30-day free trial. That's right, 30-day free trial for you, the listeners of Hey We're Talking. You want to play video games? You want to be a champ at video games? Go to GameFlyOffer.com/HWT. That's GameFlyOffer.com/HWT for your 30-day free trial. Hey, we're back. You know what the sad thing is? That the definition of what wheelhouse is not that exciting. I was bummed out a little bit. Tell them what it is, Bob.
Yeah, it is not very, very exciting. So wheelhouses are the small enclosed parts of a bridge which historically held a ship's steering wheel.
Bridge of a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So in someone's wheelhouse refers to something being within one's area of
competency,
like command of a ship is within a ship captain's abilities.
Okay. Man. You know what we got to do?
That's not very exciting.
Here's the good thing, though. We should do a whole show about these like sayings and where they come from because they're crazy.
Ooh. We need to do a spreadsheet on that.
We do. I'm not joking. Have you ever heard? Some of them are crazy. I won't be able to remember any of them right now, but I can remember when people tell me what they're from. I'm like, oh my gosh.
What about the rule of thumb? Do you know that one?
No. What is it?
So, and this is serious. I've looked into this.
You're not just making this up.
No. So the rule of thumb was back in old Catholic schools. You know how the nuns would smack a kid with a ruler or whatever?
Yeah.
The rule was the stick that you hit a kid with could not be bigger than your thumb.
Okay.
So it could
Meaning
not have
width.
the circumference, yes.
Yeah.
Or the width of your thumb. So the rule
circumference.
of thumb
I was
comes
thinking
from,
like a ruler couldn't be wider than the thumb.
well, it could be wider. I mean, if you're going wider,
I gotcha.
So
but
it's
it's
just
the circumference.
Yeah, it's the rule of thumb.
You just hope
So
that
they-
the nun that hit you with it didn't have big thumbs.
Like man hands.
Man hands. That's a good Seinfeld reference, man hands.
Thank you. I actually know that one.
There's a lot of those that are good.
What's the big toe reference? What was that one where the girl had the big toe? Remember her index
don't
toe was
remember that.
bigger than her. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that
Wow.
one.
So there was who is the heavyset bald guy?
He's not that big, but George Costanza.
Okay. George Costanza was dating a girl.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And she had a big
and
toe.
let's say her index toe
So the
was
one
actually,
next to your big toe?
was actually longer than her big toe.
Yeah, that happens.
And she was in flip-flops.
And he was
And he just
grotesque.
couldn't
Yeah.
he could not get over it.
That's what the whole show is basically. I'm not being able to get over things.
So that's the 2 episodes I've seen of Seinfeld.
No, you've seen other ones. I guarantee you.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You have.
My son has been binge watching The Office though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's I was like, all right, but he agrees that he believes, just as my opinion, that Parks and Recreation is better.
Yeah, I think if you watched Parks and Rec before The Office, you definitely would enjoy Parks and Rec better. The Office has some great... When it came out, though, when it was first on, The Office was... I mean, it was so funny. Dude,
Did you ever watch the BBC one?
Oh, yeah. Loved it.
Really? Yeah, I haven't
Loved
seen
it.
that ever.
You have to prepare yourself, number one, when someone told me to watch it, a really good friend of mine from Michigan who's now in California, he told me to watch it. And he said, turn on the subtitles. And I was like, no. It's not as hard for me because I grew up around people that had a Scottish accent, and those are sometimes very difficult to understand. So I was like, I don't have to worry about British, like that English Cockney accent. But you know what? You do sometimes are just like, what the heck did he just say? And you just rewind it and watch it again. But the Office, the British version, is hilarious.
Oh, my wife and I do that with a lot of movies that have accents. We're like, what did he say? I don't know. Rewind it. Wait, what did he say? Rewind it. What did he say? I'm sure it's not going to be that important.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to turn on subtitles unless I absolutely have to.
Well, part of the thing with subtitles for me is you're looking at the words, you're not seeing what's happening on the screen. You can't do both. Don't give me this crap. I've heard people be like, "Oh, you can see what's happening too." No, you can't.
Well, it's
out of the. It's like it's not your main focus. And if you're
that's why
watching
I
something
just
on
move
TV,
my subtitles to the middle of the screen,
right over the people. Just put
Right.
it right there.
so you're at least staring at the people.
Did they even give you that option?
No, I was
No,
just joking.
I was going to say it's either top right, top left. It's like
that was just improv, Scott. Don't knock it,
nailed
buddy.
it. And I denied you. That's one of the rules of improv I just broke. I denied what you said.
Right.
Don't deny.
Man.
Don't ask
you
questions.
You don't need to go back to school, kid.
We could do it. We could do an episode to teach people how to do improv.
This whole show is improv all the time.
Yeah.
Literally, before Scott and I got on, we have a topic that we just made up. And
you're not
we
supposed
haven't
to tell everybody
No,
this.
I don't care. And we haven't even hit that topic yet.
But I'm going to. It's in my mind. I know I'm headed
I
there.
I know, but everything we've said so far has just all been on the fly because that's just kind of how we roll.
Well, part of the thing is, too, you have to understand, I think people that listen to this show, they're listening to the show because it's a conversation. Cheryl actually told me today, it was funny, she came downstairs and I said, man, I haven't talked to you like at all today. She said, she sat there for a second and she didn't say anything and it was like the wheels in her brain were turning and I was like, hello? She goes, no, I had to think for a second. I'm realizing I was listening to you guys talk on the show and I felt like we had talked because she was hearing us talk on the show. Wow. So she was just like, I thought I talked to you today. And I was like, no, we barely said 2 words to each other because you were really busy today.
I just like when my wife does not listen to the show all the time, but when she does, I love when she does, just because she's like,
she can say stuff.
That was so funny. Scott was this, and Derek did that, and you did that, and it was just it's funny to kind of hear that.
Here's the truth. I almost kind of guilted my wife into listening to it the first time because we were pretty far into it. Not like up to 100 episodes, but we were pretty far into it. And one day, I was just talking with it to one of our friends or something like that, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't even listen to it." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay." And it didn't bother me in the moment, but for some reason, when I got home, I was like, "Man, none of my friends even listen to this." And then I looked at Cheryl and I go, "You don't even listen to it." I said, what am I even doing this for? And so then she just went on like a binge because she was trying to be supportive. But then she actually ended up liking it.
Well, that's the thing. So if all of you listeners out there right now, if you can guilt your friends and family to listen to the show, they'll probably end up liking it. Just so guilt them into it.
Well, it's the same thing with, like I told you, I've said a million times on our show, like I would swear every once in a while on the early episodes. And at least once a show, I would say one word. Nothing, not the horrible ones, but anyway. So my mom and dad would not
Scotty,
listen.
A curse word is a curse word.
My mom and dad wouldn't listen because they didn't like that I would swear. And so then when I told my dad, he was, we've done my dad 100 times on the show now. But it's like, he was like, you still swearing on that show? And I go, no, I stopped so that you guys would be comfortable.
We need to get a picture of your dad to like throw up every time we reference him, just to be like, so they could put a face with the thing. You could put like Joe Cool sunglasses on him, whatever. Just I know he wouldn't want his identity shown, but just something. We've got to have your dad's part of the show now, and your mom.
People try to say that I look like him, but I don't think I do. I mean, a little bit. He doesn't have a beard, and he and my brother don't have hair.
I don't know. I actually sent your dad a Facebook request, and he denied me and wrote me back a nasty message.
He did not.
No, he didn't.
Did not at all. No, they're really nice. Every time I tell all these stories about them, and then we've talked about this, then people meet them, and they're like, your parents are actually pretty cool. And I'm like, no, they're not.
I know your parents are nice because I know you. And they raised you right, and they raised you into a decent human being. So they're good people. I know that.
I thought you were going to be like, if they had a son like you, they must be saints. See?
Yeah.
That's what people always think when they meet Cheryl. Oh my gosh, how do you deal with this guy?
Well, I think about that all the time for Cheryl.
Shut up.
I don't know how she deals with you, but she just does.
She loves every minute of it. Hey, you know what we didn't talk about the other day?
What's that?
Your birthday.
That's okay.
Yeah. We're going to do it now.
No, it's all right.
What are you? You're what? 29 now?
38 now.
38?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. 2 more years and it's all over.
No,
all
I'm looking
downhill.
up, man. I'm thinking it's all good from here.
Nope. All downhill.
I'm losing weight, getting into shape.
But it doesn't matter. Things start falling apart. You're going to have to wear reading glasses pretty soon.
I've got contacts. I'm fine.
No. Different.
I'll just get trifocals in my contacts.
I should do that.
They do make contacts with
but then you
bifocals.
have to oh gosh. Just the idea of it.
Somebody I know has them, and he said it just takes a second. So, like, when you look down, it just takes a second for you to focus, and when you look back up, it takes a second for you to focus. You'll lose your balance and fall. I guarantee one of our listeners has
vertigo.
Bifocal. No, not vertigo.
You start having oh gosh.
They have bifocal contacts, and that's a real thing.
What is trifocal?
I just made that up.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you totally fooled me. I was like, there are trifocals? What do you need 3 fields of vision for?
Why not?
Why
Wouldn't
not?
that be cool?
Why not quadrifocal?
Right. The trifocal, one of them's like X-ray vision, the other one's normal vision, and then the other one's up close.
Dude, if X-ray vision's included in the package, I'm in.
That'd be
But then
awesome.
you'll just see bones, right? In the comic books, it was always you could see through the women's clothes to see their underwear.
Whoa. Why would you want to do that?
The
That's an invasion of privacy.
The X-ray glasses that you got in comic books as a kid, where they would show you could see through the clothes and you just see their underwear.
I cannot believe your parents let you get those when you were kids.
I didn't have X-ray, and they're totally not
How do you
real,
know about
dude.
it then? How do you
They
know
were
about
in
it?
comic books,
Yeah,
dude.
All right, sure.
Anyway, so listen.
Yo, it would be special ones to where you can adjust the
See,
depth
now you're a
of
pervert.
X-ray vision.
You're a pervert now.
No, I'd want to be able to scan you and say, okay, well, you've got a mass right here, or your lungs look
The way
good.
you're doing your finger was not appropriate. I don't know why. It felt like you were about to be like, look at that little. Yeah, don't do that.
I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
disgusting, dude. He always goes dirty. I don't know why.
That wasn't dirty. I was just saying I'd like to see if you have any diseases or something.
You're crazy.
It's for health reasons. I'd be a cheap doctor.
Oh my gosh. That would be cool if you could just scan somebody with like a thing like on Star Trek. I think they did that on Star Trek when the people were sick. I'm not a Star Trek person, so I'm probably wrong. But they would just go and they could tell what was wrong with you. The doctor did.
You've been shot. Okay, well,
No,
fix me.
No, they would really be able to tell if you had some kind of disease or something. It tells what's wrong with you, like what your health condition is. It's like in a video game when you play a video game, what your health meter's at.
It's amazing how, old TV shows and even back to like Back to the Future, how their vision of the future was so wrong.
Yeah.
And their vision of the ability of the future was so wrong. But
They actually said that there's quite a few things that Back to the Future got right. We'll have to go back and look at it. That's another thing that we should do on this show every once in a while is talk about some of these movies that are really super popular, like Back to the Future. We could talk about things that Back to the Future got right and things that got completely wrong. That'd be fun.
the only thing I want from Back to the Future is that hoverboard. Do they have them now? Yes, but they're not like that. They're these big machines.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work. I want one that's like a magnetic field and just gets me around.
Dude, you
That'd be
need
cool.
to get one of those skateboards like Casey Neistat, dude.
Oh, I'd kill myself on it. The boosted board is like $1,500.
Yeah, but it's freaking cool.
I would love one, but I can't afford a boosted board.
So Boosted Board, if you want to sponsor the show, send one
Throw
over.
give me a board. I'll record videos all over the place, and every bone I break, the cast will have your guys' name on it.
That's
I would love a
funny.
boosted board, but who can afford one? I mean,
And where you live, it would be.
oh no, it'd be awesome.
It would be.
Oh yeah,
You have you live in a place where it's just easy to get to stuff on a board.
Well, I can get to the grocery store on a board. I can
You
get to
would
work
get your-
on a board.
No way, really?
I only work like 6 miles away.
That's quite a trip.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It
No,
would
but
be,
the board, the
you
boosted board
wouldn't have
goes
to
like
be in traffic.
it goes like 7 miles without a charge.
Man, you better make sure it gets you there every time then.
Yeah, get to work, throw it on the charger, come home in the rain, snow. That'd be awesome.
All right. Listen, we've completely blown our topic, but we're going to come back and we'll hit it a little bit. I think.
Or maybe not.
We'll see. We'll be right back. Today's show is brought to you by Gamefly.com. Go to GameFlyOffer.com/HWT today. Hey, we're back. It's exciting. We've been just talking. We've been literally just talking, and we don't have any Derek here again today.
Yeah, he disappeared. Where is he? He got lost somewhere or what?
He's busy, man. He just had like a 2-week vacation, so he might have to like catch up on work or something.
Well, I think isn't he still on vacation?
Yeah. No.
I don't think he's come back yet, has he?
No,
Is
he's
he?
back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's back. But he had like a roller coaster trip across America with his brothers. He was having fun.
Yeah, he was like a stagehand.
He put this video up on Facebook this week where his brother did a song on is the Bobby Bones show?
Yeah.
Sang some Shania Twain songs, and in the background, just a couple of times, you can see Derek texting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Great job, Derek.
He put on there, if you look closely, you can see me texting Brandy in the background. And I was like, yep, there you are.
That's hilarious.
You know, go ahead.
You think he would have like stepped away from the camera or something? But...
No, he was like, have you ever, you've been in a radio studio before. So
yeah.
His brother was on this one side, and then way back, like over here, like kind of in the darkness, you can just see this little bit of Derek head and his
That's funny.
texting. So, yeah. And then the funny thing was Brandon Ray, that's his brother, did some Shania Twain songs. And Shania Twain like commented on his Twitter and
That's
said,
awesome.
Your voice was awesome. You did a good job.
Did he sing "Man, I Feel Like a Woman"?
He didn't.
Okay,
But
that would have been
he
awkward.
didn't change the words, and the one that he sang that I saw in the video was like talking about him and like. So he didn't change the words and make it like a guy singing about a girl.
No, I mean it was
He
a
made
tribute
a girl singing
to.
about a guy.
Yeah, it was a tribute to Shania Twain. So.
My extreme manliness wouldn't let me do that. I'm kidding. But yeah, he did a good job. He's good. Derek is like literally one step away from real bona fide stars.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's unbelievable. But Derek's all low key, like, hey, yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah.
What? That kind of sounded
He's
like
like, I just
Quagmire.
met Barack Obama. He didn't, but that's basically what he would do if he did meet Barack Obama.
Right. It's like, oh, weren't you excited? No, it was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. That's basically what he would do.
I think we do a better Quagmire than we do a Derek Tan.
There's some similarities, except for Derek
seriously,
doesn't go,
Peter.
"Diggity-diggity."
Yeah, giggity.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Derek is he's living life in the fast lane.
It's cool. I wish I had a brother who was kind of living his dream and no, I don't mean that in a bad way.
Don't say that.
No,
Now
no.
all your brothers are like, oh, gee, thanks.
No, I don't mean it in a bad way, but it's
I
like
know.
it's cool to have. If I was Derek, I'd be like, awesome, he's living his dream. That's cool. We
Yeah.
really haven't had in my family. We haven't had anybody famous or living their dream out. So it's like I just can't imagine somebody doing that.
What if your dream's just to live a normal life?
Some people it is simple.
Yeah. My dream was always to have a podcast.
Oh wow. Well, my dream was to be in a radio.
already
This is
did
as
that.
close as I'm. Well, I am on radio.
Yeah,
so that's
you
awesome.
are. What are you talking about? You wish you're on the radio.
Yeah, we're on Coyote Country Radio. We're on
Texas 46 radio.
Texas 46 Radio,
Yeah.
and we've got another one possibly in the making too. So that's exciting.
Woo!
I don't want to talk about that yet.
I
but
just want to
we'll see.
conquer Texas.
Hey,
If we can get on all those Texas radio stations, dude, Texas is
awesome.
huge.
Yeah.
It's like a European country. They don't act like Europeans, but
No.
it's the size of.
No, Texas is awesome. I've got a lot of
huge.
family in Dallas and all over the place. So
He's got family in Dallas and all over the place.
well, I throughout Texas I do.
What
I
other
just
cities?
didn't want
Come
to.
on, name one.
Arlington, which is next to Texas.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not next to Texas. It's next to Dallas.
And-
Go ahead.
Big Spring. Houston.
You counting those?
Yeah. That's family.
What is I always get them mixed up because one is Big Spring and then one is Spring, Texas.
Yeah, Spring, Texas is where our other friend lives. That's just north.
Don't say people's names. I don't want to give it away.
I'm not. That's just north of Houston.
Yeah. And then you know somebody in Houston too? Or was that the person you were talking about?
Yeah, people don't know where Spring is, but at least I could say Houston. And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's way down there.
Yeah.
They just had a hurricane."
Yeah, I think about moving to Texas sometimes. Would you do it?
I've thought about moving like to the Dallas area, but the problem is the price of housing is so expensive out there.
Not
just like
compared
it
to
is
where
in
you
Illinois.
live.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Not
just
the
as bad.
same level. No.
No, it is. It's
No.
very expensive.
Maybe in Dallas.
Dallas and yeah, it's a higher cost of living that I don't really want. So
It's Texas.
I know.
The truth is, if I had my way, I'd move to California, but I can't do it. I can't. There's too much there that would make me angry.
I've never been to
Speaking of-
California, so I don't know.
Listen, here's the truth about California. There's some awesome places. There's really cool stuff there as far as like being by the ocean and all that kind of stuff. And just, first of all, it's a humongous state. So there's so much. You've got Northern California just has a totally different vibe. And then you've got LA and San Diego. LA was a dump. Okay, I'm just
That's
gonna
what
be
I've
straight
heard.
up.
I've heard that a lot.
But it's LA, so it has everything. But you have pictures in your mind before you get there that it's going to be like this, oh, Hollywood, Los Angeles, and it is. But when we were in Las Vegas and we were driving there, so we went to Las Vegas to see some friends, and then we drove to LA, and then I went up to San Francisco. When you're driving from Vegas and you just start to come over the hill of when you're going to actually be in like part of Los Angeles, it is pure smog. It's like you're driving into pollution. It looks like a dump.
Well, it's so weird that they have labels on everything.
Yeah.
You know, in the state of California, this will cause cancer. In the state of California, this will do this and this and this and that. But they obviously don't regulate their own air.
No,
and
they do. That's the thing. There's just so many
maybe
people,
not
man.
enough. Yeah.
Man, there's just so it's because there's so many people. It's very difficult to control that. And it's because it's like in a valley too. So
Right.
all that stuff just settles in there. And then the crazy thing was we went to Santa Monica to go see the Pacific Ocean. And we walked up to the ocean and people were like, "Oh, don't go in there today, dude. It's too dirty. It's gook."
That's nasty.
Yeah. So, I mean, but listen, if you are from California listening to this, I know you're yelling at us, but Los Angeles wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It's still cool.
Well, a lot of people say the same thing about New Orleans.
Oh, sure.
Which they say, oh, it's dirty, it smells like
is.
urine and beer and all that stuff. And it's like, and the same thing with California. It's like, okay, I just want to go and experience it just the way it is. I'm okay with that. I mean, if you go to any big city, you're gonna have smells and this and that you don't like. So it's like, I'm not worried about that. I want to go experience New Orleans just as it is.
Yeah. Well, sure. Yes. But like when you're from the Midwest and you're going to go out to California, you just have the TV and movie ideas of California in your head. When
Right.
you get there, and it's not exactly like that. Anyway, it's a little bit. It's just a city, but it's got a lot of stuff going on. So, but it's got I think the thing that threw me was you think of it as this really new stuff because everything on TV, they probably find the best looking stuff to put on TV. It's a lot of old buildings. It's an old city. It's been around a long time. And that's the thing you don't really get. I mean, it's not like New Orleans been around for a long time, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying. It's just kind of that older architecture and stuff like that. So those are some of the things that you don't think of if you've never been there before.
Well, I'll hit California eventually. There's a lot of other places I want to travel probably before I hit California.
San Francisco, on the other hand, unbelievably beautiful. Very nice.
That's where Uncle Ben's rice is from, isn't it?
I don't know.
San Francisco.
No, that's a different thing. That's Rice-A-Roni's, the San Francisco treat.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I wonder if that's almost as good as when you thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was in RoboCop.
Yeah. Well,
we got some comments on that, by the way, that people thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. I'm not good when it comes to movies.
No.
And commercials, obviously.
I thought you were totally messing with us, though.
No, I just forgot. I just thought he was RoboCop.
He's in RoboCop, and I was like,
but and I did recently see something about a RoboCop reunion where all the actors and actresses got together.
The guy's dead. The RoboCop guy's dead.
Well, he may be dead, but all the other people got together.
Okay. One of the guys that's in it is the dad from that 70s show.
Yeah, I don't even
He's
know.
a bad guy in it.
Never seen that movie either.
Movie? That 70s show is a TV show.
Yeah, never saw that either.
Dude. Man. Pop culture references lost on you. Just music, that's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's all you got.
That's my thing. I love music. Now
That's
you're
it?
gonna say now you're gonna say something to make me look like an idiot. Oh, what about this song?
I'm gonna let you have that. I'm not gonna make fun of you.
That's the only
for
thing
it.
I can own.
Well, you have Apple Music, so you don't really own it. You just rent it.
Now, if I download it to my phone, I own it.
And then if you stop paying Apple Music, it'll go right off your phone too, unless you buy it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Interesting.
What did you think? They were going to let you keep it?
Yeah, I paid for it and downloaded it.
No. I mean, the music that you buy, I know you bought the Foo Fighters album because it's not available on Apple Music anymore. So you bought it.
It's available on Apple Music.
Nope.
Why?
They only let you listen to it for a week or something, unless it came back on.
No, I've got
went away.
I own every single, or I have on my phone and computer, since I don't own it, every single Foo Fighters album.
The brand new one.
Yeah, Concrete and Gold.
It's not available, dude.
Dude, I know it is. It has to be because I downloaded it.
Yeah, you paid for it then. It's
No,
not
I
there
didn't.
anymore. I'm telling you. Look it up right now while we're talking and see if it's there.
I am. Maybe you just have a broken.
Did Apple decide that I wasn't allowed to have it?
Maybe you made them mad.
Oh, now it's back again.
It's right here. See,
now
don't
it's
even
back
try
again.
To,
It went away. I'm telling you.
You're just playing around.
Yeah.
I literally have every single Foo Fighters album.
That's what it was. I was just fooling around.
Oh, silly you.
All right. Man, we literally did not go anywhere with this episode.
So here's what I think happened. You and I've been busy. You and I haven't really talked in a while, and I think this was just us catching up.
Yeah, that's what we'll name this show. Scott and Bob Catch Up.
No, us catching up.
Us catching up. All right. Listen, we'll come back and we'll try to make sense of all this nonsense right after this. Hey everybody, it's Scott from Hey We're Talking. You've heard us talk about Gamefly.com before. The basics are this. They've got over 8,000 titles for every gaming platform you can think of, and they're giving you a 30-day free trial. That's right, 30-day free trial for you, the listeners of Hey We're Talking. You want to play video games? You want to be a champ at video games? Go to GameFlyOffer.com/HWT. That's GameFlyOffer.com/HWT for your 30-day free trial. Oh my goodness. We should actually record the stuff that happens at the breaks someday.
Probably not.
The thing that was funny when you did that thing you did right before we went back on the air, you kind of bit like the microphone a little bit. The noise that it made sounded like what Maddie does to me all the time, because she's
Who's Maddie for the listeners?
my
that don't
doggy,
know?
my little
Okay.
girl puppy. She jumps up. She has no boundaries. What are you laughing at? Is your son walk into the room?
No, trust me, you don't want to go there.
You're doing
I
something
apologize.
bad again. Just listen.
No, I just thought I saw something on the screen and I laughed, and then I don't
You're
want
so
to.
stupid. They
I
can't
don't wanna
see
get into
it.
detail.
I know what you're talking about, but they can't see it. So anyway, Maddie has no boundaries, and she jumps up on me and everyone. She's little. She's like 12 pounds. That's little to us because Bailey was like 65 pounds. So anyway,
Rest in peace, Bailey.
yeah, I talked about Bailey the other day in front of Cheryl, and she started getting all bummed out, and I was like, I gotta remember the good stuff about him. I can't
Right.
just cry every time I think about him.
Right.
Anyway, Maddie jumps up and she attacks my ears for some reason. She doesn't bite them off, but it feel like the noise that she makes when she's
Right.
doing it, you think she's going to take your ear off. And I'm always like, please stop. And that just makes her, when you do that, they just, they get more excited. And she's like, like that.
Scott and his puppies.
Oh, she's so great. I want to kill her sometimes, but she is wonderful.
Dogs are amazing.
They are. Did you see that video? There's this video on Facebook that I put up, and it's a guy talking about when you have a dog and you pet your dog, scientifically there's this thing that gets released from you that calms you and makes you feel good.
Well, why do you think people have service dogs?
Right. But listen, the funny thing of the video is it's this little chihuahua, and every time he goes to pet it, it's just literally ripping his hands to shreds. And he goes, and he's like, it's very relaxing. And the dog, is just, those little dogs, it's just like, just like that, just attacking him. It's hilarious. And I mean, it's full on just like, just ripping his hand. It's not bleeding or anything like that, but it's hilarious.
You should do some voiceover work for Walking Dead. That was pretty good. Sounded like a real zombie.
Yeah. The Walking Dead.
Soon.
I know. You don't watch the other one, Fear the Walking Dead?
No, I
It
tried.
got better. It got better.
Well, it wasn't that it was a bad show. It's just I don't have that much time to watch TV.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like right now,
You have
right
kids
now-
and stuff, dude. See, that's the difference.
we've got
everything
one
going
show. We've got one show that we've got the whole season recorded. Shooter. We've watched 2 episodes of it so far.
Mhm.
We did catch the first episode of, another show.
What? Who's in it?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, I can't even remember. Now you made me forget the name of it.
That's a great
It's
show. Though.
like-
I love that show.
It's Idiot in Chief or something like that.
No, it's a
Prescribed
lone survivor. No, that's not it. That was a Mark
Designated
Wahlberg movie.
Survivor.
Designated Survivor.
Mark
It's a-
Wahlberg movie. That was nice that you pulled that out, dude.
I know that movie.
You're,
I know that movie.
Sometimes, again, you pull them out of nowhere.
I have that that old school thing. Well, where Will Ferrell just kind of and just talks
Yeah,
all
you
smart.
pass out and then all of a sudden you forget what happened, and
Right, I do that once in a while.
it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So you've got Shooter,
And
You
Designated
watch-
Survivor.
Designated Survivor. Do you watch anything funny?
No. And then we watch Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, and that's it.
Wow. I mean, dude, talk about everything that you watch being serious. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
You know-
the stuff I kind of like.
Life is serious, guys.
Is there any funny dramas or comedies on these days?
Curb Your Enthusiasm just started up again. And it
Never
was
saw it.
the first episode was fantastic.
Never seen an episode of it ever.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's hilarious. We also watched this thing called Vice Principals, which is really funny, also on HBO. It's not TV; it's HBO, dude.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard that saying?
No, what's that?
That was their tagline for a long time. It's not TV; it's HBO.
Yeah, but it's on my TV. Hello.
Oh my gosh. All right. This episode was insanity.
Agreed.
I don't know what else to say about it except for what Bob said about it. We hadn't talked to each other for a while and we basically just shot the crap. We just talked. It's almost like the show could be called Hey, We're Talking.
Right, exactly. Great name for it. We should change the... No, wait.
Wait, it is the name. Oh, by the way, we have a sponsor for the show. I don't know if you heard the 25 commercials that we played during the show. We didn't do 25, but we did play some spots for you. Gamefly. Gameflyoffer.com/HWT. We've explained it to you a million times. Bob, tell everybody else where they can go and find us.
Gamefly. Oh, find us.
Yeah, us, not Gamefly.
Hey, I finally memorized it.
You did.
So it's like...
He's like, I want to put that to use.
Right. It took me a while to memorize it. You can find us on Facebook, iTunes, every podcasting app you can absolutely imagine.
Except
find
for
us on
Stitcher, 'cause
YouTube.
we're not paying for that, right? Is it Stitcher? Or
No,
what's the
we're
other
on
one?
Stitcher. We're on Stitcher.
One
We're
of us
not
tried to
on
make us pay. SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. We're not on SoundCloud or iHeartRadio because they want
They want us to pay.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, because they won't let you just put it up there. They want you to host it. But we use Podbean for hosting. So I don't feel like switching. Podbean's done us well, and
Yeah,
we're
we haven't
happy
had
to
any
be...
problems.
No, we're happy to be a member of the Podbean community. You can email us at heywe'retalking@gmail.com. I think that's really it.
everything-
Go to our Facebook page. I mean, we're really trying to attract people there. We're giving away some T-shirts, so go check that out.
Yep, and they're good T-shirts. I actually have quite a few people that I know that wear T-shirts of our show. It's amazing.
I love my T-shirt.
Do you really?
Really, it's a nice, comfortable shirt. It didn't shrink in the dryer. None of the printing cracked on it. Nothing. So I love it.
Beautiful. Teespring did a good job. So we have other stuff available at Teespring, but again, if you want to, if you go to our Facebook page and like it and share it, we'll enter you into the October contest for a T-shirt giveaway. Well, that actually the Facebook one is like an ongoing thing, and then if you go on Instagram, we're at Hey We're Talking. You can enter for the October 31st giveaway. So on Halloween, you'll get your shirt. Woo! Not really.
Well, you won't.
It'll
you won't
it'll
get your
take a while,
shirt on Halloween,
but you'll win it on Halloween.
But you'll win it on. Yeah, you got it. Hey, you could stocking stuffers too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. Can you imagine you
wants
give everybody in your family a Hey We're Talking shirt? Hey guys, I got you all Hey We're Talking shirts. What do you think?
That sounds like a pretty good idea, actually.
I like it. All right.
Okay. What size shirts you wear?
Oh, that is the worst part, trying to ask people what size shirt they wear. Because some people don't like to tell that.
Right. I always get my dad an extra large because he's got a big beer belly, but his shoulders are small, so he's really a large, but it just, I don't know.
He got to enjoy beer, so he gets to have an extra large shirt.
Yep.
There you go. All right, listen, we appreciate you guys listening. As always, we will be back with more episodes. And until then, I don't know what to say then. What do you say then? Until then.
Toodaloo.